Good evening, guys. Welcome to the channel. We have a preview for you guys today. We have a preview for the most exciting match probably of the year. Yes, I know cup finals and other rounds of fixtures will be exciting eventually. Uh, but quite honestly, as it stands right now, this has to be the most exciting match, I think, in my opinion, for sure. And looking forward to it. We have a guest, obviously. We have Insane Football Talk shows, a Barcelona fan, so excited about that as well. In the meantime, I will just, as we like to call, fluff till he shows up, but he will be here soon, and I'm looking forward to the game. I was just looking at the form guides, and everyone seems to be in form. Hello, hello, that's Slayer. Hello, Anupam. Hi, ABS Varun. Everyone that is here, thank you for joining in. Yeah, I was just having a look at all the form guides and I was thinking to myself that this is a pretty good game to be a part of. And I really do think this is the most anticipated game. I really do think this is the most anticipated game so far in the season, barring any in all league football. I really do think so because I think there is a lot that has come to this. The crescendo. Barcelona, Real Madrid being La Liga champs, UCL champs, defending UCL champs. If you watched yesterday, no, I wasn't silent. I was in the chat on TCSP's channel. I wasn't streaming or anything. I don't normally stream Madrid matches. Maybe I'll look into it in the future, but at the moment I don't. So yeah, and us obviously no one giving us a chance to finish top four. We've had the most points since the World Cup has ended. Um, we've had the most points since the World Cup's ended. We've had a bunch of clean sheets. De Gea is tied for most clean sheets by United goalkeeper, tying Peter Schmeichel. Sorry. We have hit this amazing run of form. People have written us out and everything. We are the only English team in 4 cups. You can only be in 4 cups if you're an English team, and we are not. We are in 4 cups. We are the only team. And I just genuinely think that tomorrow there's a lot to play for tomorrow, but I have my thoughts on my team. I'm quite honestly very proud of the team, and I will get into that later at a later date. But I have been very proud of my team as of late. I remember less than 12 months ago. I mean, you know, I was thinking about what it was like 12 months ago, and quite honestly, I was starting to falling out of love with football in particular. As you know, the channels are Sports Nut Nathan, and I really do like a lot of different sports. And you can only give yourself so much time to watch it in general. There's only so many hours in the day, but it's a great turnaround, and I think ETH is the reason for that. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to the game, really. All right, we have a guest. He doesn't look very excited, I have to say, but let's see. He looks a little worried. I don't know. Should I be happy about it or not? I'm not sure, but let's see.
Hello, hello.
Good evening, Jatin. Good evening.
Good evening, guys. Sorry for the delay. Was having my dinner.
No, no problem, no problem, no problem.
But before going on to the video or the live stream, see this. You see this? The autograph.
It's
It's
beautiful, yeah. That Spotify shirt looks brilliant.
you can see the autograph here. You know whose is this?
Who
Patrick
is that,
pa-
dude?
Patrick Lewert.
Wow, that's very nice, dude. That's a name from a long time ago.
Yeah, but I have it. Just waiting
Yeah,
for
I
him
know.
to pass away, and I'll sell it for 1 million. Sorry.
Oh God.
Sorry for this
I,
joke,
I, wo-
guys.
I wonder if anyone has a Newcastle United shirt. That must be worth a lot of money now.
Oh,
AVS is here. If insane football talks the Barcelona fine, why are most of his videos praising Madrid? It's oh wait, I think someone answered that. Oh yeah, here we go. AVS is because he is not a toxic fan. Anupam, I'll be very honest with you. I think that is the most accurate way of putting it. I really, when I watched Jatin's videos, I noticed there is no. Of course, you always want your team to win. Of course, you always want to banter your rivals, right? I mean, what's the point if you sit alone at home and watch it? Football's not going to be fun. That's just how it is. But I really do come across, there are these few channels. We'll celebrate the game and then we'll move on. Some people, the memes. The whole week there are memes, and you're like, dude, you might lose 3-0 the next game. You all look like fools then. I don't know how you feel about that, Jatin, but I've seen so many people like over celebrate, and then the next week, a certain English
hmm.
side, European royalty, whatever you want to call it. I mean, best team in England, apparently. Anyway,
Okay, okay.
yeah. I mean,
Talking
no, the
about
point I'm trying
Newcastle
to the,
United, I
the
think.
point no, the point I'm trying to make is that we celebrate the win and we move on, right? Because at the end of the season is how we really want to celebrate. If we celebrate
Hmm.
every victory and it gets us nowhere, what are we celebrating at the end of the season? It's like, what are we all like, for example, last year, what did you celebrate? Finishing second. It has to culminate to something, na? Like, for example, on Monday, if we win the EFL Cup, I'll make a video and I'll celebrate. People will say it's a
Hmm.
tin pot trophy. I'll be like, dude, at least we won one. We are the only team in all the trophies. So that is one that you
True,
can't even win, you
true
know?
though.
And, and irrespective of the value of the trophy, at the end of the day, trophies are a stepping stone of creating confidence in your team.
Hmm.
Let's not forget what a trophy really means. For us, it is glory. We get to banter our friends. But for those
Yeah.
players that have never tasted it's a stepping stone to who knows what can come next.
What and one more
So,
thing I want to add in it. It's like
mhm.
I'm seeing football from past 10 to 12 years. I have been a man who has been bantering my friends at all costs, bantering Real Madrid all around. But then a phase came in my life where I was like, I'll enjoy every match. Whether it's Real Madrid or Barcelona, I'll support Barcelona. But if Real Madrid wins, if they're playing good, why not?
I mean, I don't like Anupam. Anupam is a diehard United fan. He goes to the games at the OT. He sends me the video, so I
Mm.
understand what he's saying. I understand from that perspective, that ultra perspective.
Mhm.
The thing I see. Listen, like I said, right? If Barcelona beat Real Madrid yesterday, for the next 2-3 days, people would be celebrating it. But the main thing is, if Barcelona finish behind Madrid at the end of the season, fans will be like, "You beat us twice, we won the league." Which one is
True.
actually a victory? What is the actual victory? You beat us, you did with the league. Like, what is that? It's like these Arsenal fans. No, I remember during the Wenger era, fourth place, Champions League, and I was like, okay, bro, like okay, and like people banter me on the Europa League. I'm like, do you see me celebrate it though? Like I'm in the Europa League. Like I can't like pick them out of the Europa League. I'm like, okay, I'm in the Europa League.
Same here.
The
Same
you
here.
see now, you just see the celebration. If Arsenal bottle everything, no, the fact that they're in Champions League, first time since Arsene Wenger, first time since Arsene, we praise Mikel Arteta. And then 12
At
months
least,
ago,
at least they will have a European trophy.
like it's laughable now, because it's like I really, I really don't like making fun of fans. Sorry, but at the end of the day, it's like certain clubs, no, you expect certain things out of them over time. Okay, like for example, Arsene Wenger, before he retired, he was 20 years in the Champions League, never seen below fourth.
Mm.
Today, Arsenal fans laugh at us because we're in the Europa League. Dude, 2 years straight, you all didn't even qualify for Europe. Today, you all are dancing because you all are in first place. I'm like, I have Liverpool fans who go, haha, United is terrible. I'm like, dude, the lowest we have finished is sixth in 30 years. One Europa League final, one Europa League semi-final. You have done nothing since being out of Europe. You all have done nothing. For last 30 years, you all have had a Champions League and maybe some domestic cups. And you all laugh at us finishing sixth. Today, you all are in 10th. Where is the energy? Give me the energy now. 3 years, 3 good years you had. You have one league, one Champions League, and that's what you have to show for the last 30 years. Where is the energy? You're laughing at us because we haven't won a league title in 10. It took you 30 to win the first one. How, like, I don't get it. Now. It's like when people make fun of certain teams. No, I go like, are you doing it for banter? Or are you doing it to be insulting? Because if you're doing it to be insulting, you take all the history into account. You don't
Hmm.
just take this season's history into account when you make a joke. For example, Man City, no European trophies. Ha ha ha. Everyone laughs, everyone celebrates it because it's the truth. PSG same, but like United, Arsenal, Liverpool fans are like, oh, y'all are in the Europa League. I'm like, yeah, but y'all were in the Europa League 2 years ago. Like, what is this? Like, tomorrow you will be in
You're
the
not
Europa League. Then
even,
what we are,
you were not even qualifying for the European Championship.
that's what now it's like. What is the celebration? The celebration is not getting into Champions League. This is what we are doing while Man City is accumulating trophies. They don't even care we are having fights down here. They're just like, you guys fight. No, we'll win that. We'll win all. We'll do the domestic treble. We'll go to the Champions League semi-final. No, you all dance amongst each other
Hmm.
here. Like, they don't give a shit about us, dude. They are not. If we go to banter Man City, son, they'll go 8 Premier Leagues. What have you all done?
It,
That's it.
we have
That's it.
20
It's
and
over.
19 or something. You are
Yeah,
bantering on us, eight. Double,
yeah, no,
double the Premier League.
but what happens is in the last 10 years now we have been focusing on each other, and Man City has just creeped over all of us.
But that was the difference, na?
That's what I'm saying. We are focusing on making fun of each other for finishing fourth, third, and the people who are winning are not paying attention to anything we are doing. It's
Oh,
funny,
man.
yeah. What was what is your? Let's get into it now. Wait, let me just
Yeah,
read
yeah.
some of these first. Bro, neither way. Okay, we got some new. Welcome, Devesh. Welcome to the channel. Death Slayers,
Let's
European
not get into the
royalty.
banter.
Barca fans are praising us is weird for us because their clubs, while identity and existence based on it. Yeah, of course,
It's
Turing. I
not.
understand.
See,
Listen.
I'm not from
Let's say you're
Barcelona.
right. Yeah, let's say you're
Nitin,
right. No,
just
hold on.
give me a minute.
Okay, yeah, you go
Uh,
first. Come on.
See, I support Barcelona, but I'm not a Catalonian. Understand that, okay?
Hmm.
I don't know their culture. I don't know what their history is. Okay, I've just read it somewhere around the internet. They had some conflicting histories. That's all. I don't have any connect with the Catalonians.
Dictator,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
dictator, yeah, all that. Yeah.
I I just
2023,
support
dude.
Barcelona
It's
and I
over.
love Barcelona, bro. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
and
my two.
also it's 2023, dude. We never lived even during that time. It's like let's move on. Yeah, observe the football we're observing right now. We can't go back in time and do anything. I would love to go back in 58 and reverse everything, but can't do that, dude.
And
You know,
some my friends or fans, I don't know, who were saying that mostly all the Barcelona fans who are not even in the Catalonian region or in Spain,
Catalonia is
say
very
that
small. Catalonia is
Visca
very
Barca,
small.
Visca Catalonia. What do you understand what you are saying? Visca Catalonia.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I get it. Like, it's like Manchester United Reds Ultras saying the
It's like
real
I'll give
fans
you a
are the ones who
context.
buy the tickets.
Yeah, I'll give you a context. Okay, suppose um, we staying in India observe our map in a different way as compared to other other people around the world observe it. Okay, half of the Kashmir is shown into. I'll not speak the
Mhm.
word. Your video,
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so in our textbooks, the map is full. Okay, the entire Kashmir is ours. So suppose
Mhm.
if that Kashmir is taken by some another country, okay, that's the issue with Catalonia and Spain.
Mhm.
What would you feel?
Yeah,
So in that context, I don't care whatever Catalonia is facing. I don't
yeah,
stay there. Okay, I just support Barcelona, and that's it.
yeah. That's fair. I think that's fair. I think we can't see that it goes back to the people who are trying to buy us now. It's like everyone pretends that they don't have like owners that are dirty, and like just to speak a little out of context here, like I understand the La Liga clubs are owned by socios, which I think is personally I think is very fantastic. If I don't know if the socios are happy with it anymore, considering the amount of income that the amount of money you can spend is limited to a certain extent. I don't know
Mhm.
if they're happy about it now, but of course there's a time where that was the pride of being a fan of these teams. But it's like people are coming with this human rights violation thing and all, and I'm telling you, listen, man, anyone that owns this a club, anyone that runs a club, if you think their hands are not dirty, you're a fool. You're an absolute fool. Like, it's not about passion, it is not about desire, it is not about you love your club. If you're going to make a logical statement, you have to make a logical statement or shut up. If you're
Mm,
telling me that the presidents of Barcelona and Real Madrid are not dirty, you're lying. You're not
mm,
telling the truth. And everyone goes on about Bartholomew and all that stuff. I'm like, you're just proving my point. You can't tell me
mm,
other club presidents don't do that just because they're not owned by an owner.
mm,
That's my point. My point is that everyone wants to go human rights violation, oil money. I'm like, bro, all your money is dirty. Dirty money is dirty money. Since when does oil money is the only dirty kind of money?
mm.
Like, I don't, this is the thing I don't subscribe to. What I've told people, no, and I don't know how you feel about this, Jatin. For 17 years, our club is bought on debt. Okay, so we have leveraged the club. For anyone who doesn't understand commerce now, they have taken the loan to pay off the club based on the status of the club 17 years ago. Okay, so they have spent no money in buying the club. They have basically mortgaged the club to buy the club. Okay,
Mm,
17 years later, not only have they not paid the debt, they have increased the amount of debt that they owe the banks. You're telling me, as someone who has watched my team for over 20 years, you all have joined the oil club now. I'm like, dude, let me be very clear with you. Whether I like my owners or not, the fact that I don't want to be run by the Glazers should actually say something more to you than who are the next owners. Everyone says Glazers out. No one says oil in. No one says Radcliffe in. No one says all this. Now, because we know the people, know we are saying it. The statement was always Glazers out. Have you, Jatin? I don't know if you have United fans. Have you heard anyone go Radcliffe in until you heard Radcliffe was going to buy the club? I have
no,
only heard Glazers out
no,
up
no.
until we finally went for sale. I have never heard anything else. I've seen people put it on
Would
their Twitter
Radcliffe
bio.
would not be
On
same as the Glazers?
he would be, because you know what, he is. It is greenwashing, and they are sports washing. Same thing.
Hmm.
And Radcliffe has some kind of fraud thing that has been stuck on him in prior. So he is not a good idea for our club. Now listen,
If you're
I
having an
look at it
owner,
this way.
go to the
Sorry.
Saudi or Qatarian owner, right?
No,
Why
but
to just
and also think about it, Jatin. The Arabs have told us what they are going to do with our club, which is they're going to clear our debt. The debt that
that's it?
the Glazers don't even pay the debt in the end. Huh? We are paying the debt. They are saying we are paying the debt. Get out of the club. We are going to run a charity. We are going to
Hmm.
do community outreach like Man City have done. Sadik
Yeah.
Bhai has explained it to me. If you want, I can explain it to you if you want to know. But he has given me examples of what the people from Dubai have done to the blue side of Manchester. Basically, let's
Hmm.
put it that way. Let's simplify. And he
Hmm.
said they have put whatever money you see they have taken, they have also put it back around the club, not necessarily the stadium, around. They have cleaned up the streets, they have
Hmm.
beautified the around the pitches, they have done all that. So if someone is telling me I'm going to do this for your club, and Jim Ratcliffe is not giving us any information about what he's going to do with our club, why would anyone want Jim Ratcliffe in? Like,
True.
we know one plan and we don't know the other plan. So why, as a United fan, should I go, okay, Jim Ratcliffe sounds way better than this guy? Like, dude, how do we know where, if all their money is not dirty? All their money could be dirty.
But Nathan, would this not be a hypocritic judgment? Like before, United fans were bashing City for this. They have
See,
oil money and
we are bashing City for it now, because City thinks they are equal to us, which they are not. I think we can all agree. The Man City fans have come with a notion that they think they are equivalent of a stature of a club with us, because from the last 10 years. Now here's the thing. My argument is very simple. When was your club established? 18, God knows, whatever. I'm like, when has the Arabs come? 2012. Like, from that 18, from the time we have been established, we have been in everything, and we have been winning everything from the time we have started. We didn't get an influx of money and showed our power.
yeah.
We are formed our original club, I don't know if you know this, is formed by miners. It's not even a business owner like Real Madrid and Barcelona. Our club is originally formed by miners, completely working class club. So that is our
mm,
origins of our club. We are actually found by mining people, like coal miners and stuff like that. So nothing wrong with it if you're funded by a business. I'm not saying that's anything wrong. I'm just saying we are working class from the day we have started. Up until these people buy us, na, we have
yeah.
won whatever we have won. And to not recognize that, no, is very, very insulting to me. Now, here's the other thing. Since you asked me if it's hypocritical or not, my take is also very simple on this. I'm like, where was all this energy for Newcastle and Man City when they were being bought? That's all. It's not even about me. My thing is not hypocritical. My thing is, I want the Glazers gone. I actually don't care who our owners is. If you ask me, Nathan, which you have a preference, I'll say sure. But if you tell me, does it matter to you as long as the Glazers are gone? I'm like, no. Get whoever.
Mm,
I don't care. Get whoever. Like, I genuinely don't care. I just don't want to be run into any more debt, like how we have been running into debt all this time. And I think that as a
mm,
fan of a football club, I think it is fair to expect that, because why should we be in debt when we are pouring all our money into the club and the owners are taking out dividends every 6 months?
mm,
So I think that's what I think. I also think it's very convenient because of where we are, our stature as an actual football club, that everyone is annoyed with this, because they have seen what Todd Bowley has done with Chelsea, and Chelsea was a strong cup side, but now they have become a European big club, and
mm.
that is because of Robin Abramovich. So, quite frankly speaking, is it hypocritical? I don't think it's hypocritical that we want new owners. I think it's I think it's going to be a moral conundrum for people who who are okay with Qatari ownership. I think so, yes. But I also think at the same time we just want the Glazers out. Like, I remember seeing how the Newcastle fans celebrate out of St. James Stadium when Mike Ashley got sent home. Like,
Mm.
dude, if someone will think like they won the World Cup. Like, the crowds were all over the park. They were just celebrating. Like, it was crazy. Like, someone will think they actually won the league, dude. Like, I'm being serious. If you go back and just see the photos of the takeover, dude, it's a takeover, end of season takeover. Nothing's happening. Like, they won the league, dude. Like, seriously. It is funny, but at the same time, you just realize how badly Newcastle fans wanted him gone, dude. That's what I realized from that. And I
Mm.
think we have reached the stage now, no, where we just want a fresh start as United fans.
Yeah, fair point. But let's get into the Bars versus United thing.
Yeah, I'll just catch up with some of these things. No problem. Why are
Yeah.
you so rude? Before we'll see why. Oh God, here we go. Swaps here. जो तुम्हारा torture है, वो मेरा warm up. Swap is a Spurs fan. See. Anyway, just catch us. All right. Should we start? So, hold
Yeah.
on. Um, Sorry. So as I was saying, so what are your tell me, how do you feel on the based on the first leg? What are your takeaway from it?
What takeaways? We lost our players. Uh, there's no Gavi, there's no Pedri, there's no Busquets, there's no Dembele. What do you expect? But
No, no,
frankly
I mean,
speaking,
sorry. My apologies. I said it wrong. I said, what did you take away from the game itself? Like that, the first leg
oh,
game. That's what I mean. Sorry.
uh, see, the first leg was a pretty heavy one for me. I expected to win at the Camp Nou. At least a 2-1 win would have done it. Uh, Playing Rao on the right hand side, right back was basically a mistake from Zabi, जो मुझे पता था कि होने वाला है.
I thought it was a
Because
good
I
idea.
knew it was not. It works against Vinicius क्योंकि you need a right back who is defensive minded and at the side of Vinicius. क्योंकि अगर Vinicius is in the front, you can't go like overlapping your forwards. Vinicius के आगे. So there's someone who needs to be defensively aware, and that's Araujo. And at that time, it works, okay? But as compared to what to talk about, what you said about Rashford, it was pretty opposite. Rashford got switched on the left hand side, and there were Alonso and Alba. Alba being, um, I'd say, at the lowest point of his career right now, क्योंकि इतनी जान लगा रहा बंदा फिर भी he is not able to run. It's like seeing Alba going into a declining state. Like he was not
Yeah.
catching up to Marcus Rashford. Like where was his pace? It's it's not even like 1 or 2 years before he was running around the pitch like this by flash. But then suddenly after 1 or 2 years, it's he's like, "Bhai Rashford, tu aage chale ja. I'll catch up to you later." It's like this. This cannot happen in at Old Trafford, and this was a blunder from Xavi. ठीक है, I knew Xavi would play Alonso because उसको rest कराना था. There was a La Liga game against Cadiz, and we wanted to rest our players. But Christensen, are you serious? You could have rested Balde, but Christensen, that was a bad idea. And you knew when Christensen came on, his ball playing abilities, his game understanding was different altogether, right? You knew, well, the United forwards knew there's someone who can play the ball from the defense, so you just cut off the lines. So that's when Christensen's understanding of the game comes in. He just plays the ball to Rafinha, and that is a pinpoint accuracy ball. Huh? Plays the ball to Rafinha, and it's a counter attack. You can't expect it from Araujo to play it. You can't expect Kunde to play it or Balde to play it. It's Christensen. You need to have this kind of balls in the game against United because they were also under Ten Hag. जितना मैं जानता हूँ, he is like a possession based manager. Okay, I don't know if you have seen his Ajax games or not, uh, but I have seen
Yes.
some of them. His
70% possession.
Yeah, yeah, 70% possession. This is an average in the Eredivisie. And उसे जो dominate करता है वो match, expect it to be 80 or 85%. So going against that side, you knew you had to keep the ball because if United have the ball, you are gone. Because there's one man whose name is Rashford, जिसको बच्चे को खिलाने के बाद बहुत आशीर्वाद मिला है and he's just scoring goals for fun. Uh, but see, I'd be frank here. Europa League doesn't matter to me much. Okay, it's like one season thing. It's a one season thing. You
It's a
too know,
two
Nathan.
season thing. Don't
It's a
pretend.
man.
It's 2 seasons. 2 seasons, okay?
Okay, okay. It's a 2 season thing. In next season we'll play Champions League again.
Listen,
Okay.
it's I'll be very honest, yeah, it's just a matter of the draw. Like we can make jokes about how we ended up in the Europa League, but it's because of the
Hmm.
draw, really. I mean, if we were in half of those groups, we would have both gone through. Every year we dropped down. So
I demanded buy. I demanded buy,
no,
and
one
what
big team
crash?
is okay. One big team is okay. It's like when you have like a solid four in a group,
Mhm.
then it's like it just really depends on what happens. You know, it's a
We will
little luck
Europa.
required.
See, we are at the top of La Liga. I just need to win La Liga. I just need to want us to win La Liga. Okay, Europa League is my second priority. Whatever happens in Europa League stays in Europa League. Don't get into the league. ठीक है, तुम switch करते रहो भाई. You just switch your players. You just rotate your players. You just need to win the league after 3 fucking years. 3 or 4 years actually.
Dude, it's
We have
going to be
not
so
won the league for
unbearable
four
if
years.
Xavi wins as a coach. No, oh god, it's going to be so unbearable. Yeah,
Hey, hey, this ain't happening. This ain't happening.
and
Nathan,
then
you are
go to see.
dreaming. The theater
Next
of
season
dreams
it will be
should
like
dream.
next season it will be like this. Breaking news: Xavi has hired Iniesta as his assistant coach. And I'll be like, oh,
The theater of dreams should dream. But we will wake them up. No worries. No, no worries.
I'm very
I,
glad. I'm very glad you're feeling confident. Dude. I'm very happy for you. I really am.
I'm not confident.
Fun fact: you
I'm
mentioned Rashford, na? Fun fact.
Yeah.
So when the Ronaldo thing happened, na, people came on my stream and asked me. Where will the goals come from? And I told them, listen, there is a season, no, where we didn't have Cavani, where we
Hmm.
didn't have Ronaldo, and we
Hmm.
had a certain youngster with Martial and Rashford, and we scored 70 plus goals, and we were only behind Firmino, Salah, and Mane.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
told them, why can't it happen
That Bruno
again?
Fernandes season, na?
No,
The
it was
lockdown period.
Greenwood. It was Greenwood, Rashford, Martial.
Is this in the lockdown
75 goals
period?
between them. No, no, I'm just saying the front three of us, they contributed
Yeah, yeah.
around 70 goals that season. So I was saying, why can't it happen again? It was just, I think it was a very fair, simple question to ask. I'm like, why can't it happen again? So someone
Rashford
mentioned it to me.
literally had the quality, but the thing was he was playing on the wrong position. Uh,
Yeah, and he was out of
right
form.
wing.
He was out of
Yeah.
form. He was playing injured. Lots of issues happened. I accept it. I accept it completely. Now, fun fact: what people don't know about last season is Ronaldo was about 10 goals going into, I think it was March, and then he scored 11, 12 goals to finish off with 25 goals. Rashford is already tied his tally in February. He's already
Hmm.
tied his goals for February. So I think that answers your question. I think someone stepped up when Ronaldo left. And I think he's getting to the point right now, at least this season, where it looks like he can't be stopped, really. It's either an assist or a goal, or
Hmm.
he's playing a very important part. So I think as long
Hmm.
as we have Rashford, I feel quite genuinely confident. Now, I have to tell you something. I don't know if you watch Premier League or not, Jatin. I mean, let me put it this way. I don't know how much you watch. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, but there was a certain point of time, and it's in this stretch of games, by the way, whereas we had 18 games in 61 days. And I'm hearing Real Madrid fans, I'm hearing other fans go, "Oh, we have a lot of games to play this season." I'm like, I don't think you all know how many games we've got to play because we're still in all the cups and everything. We got 18 games to play 3 days after we play a very important game against you tomorrow. We got to play an EFL Cup final. 3 days
Bro,
after
we
that,
had
we've got to play a fifth
22.
round FA Cup match.
Just don't know what season it was. Uh, 21, 2021 probably, most probably, where we had 22 games in 60 days.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
So that's what I'm saying. Now it's like people are complaining about the fixtures. And another thing, just to speak on the Qatar thing, everyone didn't mind the World Cup being at Qatar. Isn't that a little isn't that a little funny, you know? But
It is, it is,
so that's what now people
it
see
is.
what they want to
But
see, basically, Jatin. What else to say? I can't, without sounding insulting to people. People see what they want to see. So that's it. If
hmm.
if if Qataris went to
Are you
buy
confident about the game?
Barcelona, uh, hold on, I'll just answer this before. ETS, that's exactly why I was
Yeah.
saying that during about the 18 games in 60 games, whatever that thing I was. That's exactly what I was saying. That I feel you have to give him credit. So to answer your question, Jatin, yes, I think going to Old Trafford with the performance at the Camp Nou, I won't call it Spotify
Hmm.
Camp Nou, dude. I have some respect. I have some respect, for the club. I refuse to do that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm an old fan. Um, yeah, no, like really, when I heard someone say Spotify Camp Nou, I'm like, yeah, listen, dude, I'd rather beat them than do this shit. Like I'm not participating in this kind of banter, dude. It's like it's not worth it for me at least. So
Hmm.
going into Old Trafford, yes, I would say so. A good boost is we have Anthony. We have Anthony back. We have Maguire back. I know no one cares about him, but just in case, man, just in case, it's a tight game, we
Is
have to bring
Ericsson
on
fit?
more. Ericsson's missing the season. Andy Carroll ruined the season. It's over. He's going to show up. If lucky, he might come and play some games in May. He's pretty
Hmm.
much it's pretty much not looking good for him, at least particularly.
Sabitzer?
Uh, Sabitzer was playing now the last game. Oh no, no,
Oh,
no, sorry, he was suspended. Yes, he's
yeah.
available for this game. I'm just talking about injuries. We got everyone back. Anthony Martial's not back, and Ericsson's not back. Basically, for some by some miraculous way, we have basically our whole squad somehow back with
Hey,
us,
Nathan, tell me
except for
one
the
thing.
really.
Who will be playing at the right back position? Will it be Dello or Van Bissaka?
So I think because Dallo started midweek, he's going to go with Van Bissaka, and I think you have to go with Van Bissaka. Just, I mean, who's going to play on your left? Yeah, Gavi Pedri is out, right? So
No,
who
no, no,
plays
no,
left
no, no.
now?
Left hand side will have Balde and Ansu Fati most probably.
So Fati, right?
Yeah.
Probably he's probably going to go with Van Bissaka just for the pace and the
If he
ability
goes
to
with Van
make a last
Bissaka,
minute
it's an
tackle.
advantage for Barcelona.
You think so?
Just for your information, yeah, we have Balde. Balde is a left winger in Xavi's system who plays as a left back. Okay, he has the
Yeah, but
ability
I
to go
think
up
if we
and
play
down.
Anthony, we will double back. Anthony has a good work rate. It really depends on which players we play, really, because
Anthony is coming from injury, right?
yeah, not a bad injury, but yes, he was out. He was out for a bit.
So would you
Detzley is
expect
asking,
Anthony to be that sharp?
that sharp? No, no. Listen, the reason I wouldn't go with Dallo is simply because he doesn't have that quick recovery pace in case he gets skinned, and he doesn't have that
Hmm.
slide tackle in him, last ditch one, which Van Bissaka does have. I don't know if Ten Hag will go. Also, Dallo did play the
Hmm.
whole game 3 days ago, so it might not necessarily. Someone's going to get rotated. Someone is going to get rotated because we got a cup match. He's not going to play everyone. Someone's going to play for the cup match. So I think right back is one of
Hmm.
those positions we can afford to rotate just because Martinez comes back into the squad now, so Luke Shaw can go left,
Yeah,
basically. So we
Martinez.
have that advantage of rotating a right back at least. We can rotate left back too. I thought Malacia was all right against Barcelona, but
The
I don't
midfield
think
is a
that's
confusion. The midfield is a big confusion because I think if you want to counter United's midfield, you need to have players who are unpredictable because Casemiro uh, defends a zone. He is not a proper man marker, as you know. If you have seen Real Madrid play, he defends a zone. उसका zone होता है. ये हो गया उसका zone. Uh, whichever player comes in, he just throws his body into it. Bhai, just clear the ball. That's it. But in United, it's a different role altogether. He's a playmaker here. I was surprised.
so there is a theory about this because a lot of people have been saying this. The theory is Casemiro had to play a different way because of the fact that he had Modric and Cruz. And
And that's
I
true.
think in an interview or someone, I think it was Ten Hag or himself saying, I have more possibilities to be more creative in United. So listen, I think what does he have? Like, does he have 5 goals already? I think he has 5 goals
Yeah,
already.
maybe.
So yeah, I
Crazy,
think he has
crazy
assists
for a
also.
CDM. Crazy for a CDM to have
I'll
five
take
goals
it. Yeah, I'll take
in a
it. I think he's
season, but the
stepping up.
season is not over yet. What the
Yeah,
heck?
exactly. Who knows how many he's going to get? Yeah,
Yeah, but
if he's
if
allowed to be more
Barcelona
free.
wants to counter United's midfield, they need to have two players who are unpredictable. Like there are only two players who will be starting in our midfield. If not for Roberto, the Lord Roberto, I please, uh, मेरे हाथ जुड़े हुए हैं. Xavi, please don't play Roberto in this game. Please. If you're seeing this from Barcelona, please.
Oh wow,
We
Death
have
Slayer,
Kessie.
who's a Death Slayer. Wait, to answer your question, Death Slayer, who is a Barcelona fan. Very interesting. First of all, he's asking who will be in the midfield with Busquets and De Jong.
Busquets is a doubt. Busquets खुद एक doubt है भाई. We don't have Pedri, we don't have Gavi. Probably we won't have Busquets and Dembele too. So
Yeah,
Busquets is
Dembele,
a
I know
big
is not
miss.
there. Yeah.
Busquets is a big miss. Gavi and Pedri would places would can be filled, but Busquets' key place is irreplaceable. You just can't replace
I
Busquets
mean, you could
that
put
understanding of the
Marcus
game.
Alonso.
And why, Nathan? Why? You.
When I saw him at center back, no, I was like this. Please, please. I was like, please play like you played in Chelsea. I was like, please. I
Bro,
was
Roberto
praying.
would be a good fit against Cadiz वाली टीम ठीक है क्योंकि Cadiz would sit back. United would not sit back. United would play a mid block against Barcelona, which requires a certain strength and agility in you to counter that pace which United has. ठीक है? That is Kessie and that is basically uh, De Jong.
Yeah.
ठीक है? De Jong is a ball carrier. ठीक है? He can't stay behind. Busquets is the one who stays behind. Kessie is the one who goes up front. ठीक है? He's a box to box type of a midfielder. So when you have Kessie and De Jong in a double pivot, you need De Jong to stay in his position so that Kessie can function properly.
Okay.
And doing that in this particular system is difficult because you play with four midfielders, Gavi being the left winger, Pedri being the one, the number 10 role with the number 10 role, and De Jong being the shield to Busquets. He, whatever going to Busquets will go through me, and he'll be the ball carrier up front. Who will pass it to Lewandowski, who will pass it to Dembele or Rafinha, or will pass it to Ansu Fati. Yeah, whatever his creative instincts say him or make him do.
I
So, but
also
going
think
into
it's
this
very
match,
important to block Ter Stegen.
but I don't have issues with Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen is
No, no,
sorted.
I'm saying no, no.
उसमें
I'm
कुछ
saying
नहीं है.
I think it's important for us to do what we were doing with Ter Stegen in the first game,
Yeah,
which was forcing him to push to the distribute to the side. I think it's
yeah, but
very
we had
important.
by side पे कौन था Nathan? We had Aravo.
No, that's why I said it's important
Aravo
for
is there.
us. No, it's important for us to
But in
shut
this
him
match,
down and push him to the
It will
sides.
be Kunde and Balde. So there's a vast difference between Aravo playing as a right back and Kunde playing as a right back and Balde
Yeah,
playing
but
as a
I
left
liked
back
Arau.
and
I
Alba playing as
actually
a right.
liked Arau playing at right back. I know. So here's the thing, right? I've heard a bunch of people complain about Arau playing right back. And listen, I'm not going to pretend I watch Barcelona every day. I'm not going to do that. But
Hmm,
what I did like about it, no, is the fact that he's willing to cross. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've told people this. If you're playing on the side of the pitch, you have to be willing to cross. It doesn't matter how good you are or not, because if you do
hmm,
not cross, no, you cut away one point of attack that the other team is
hmm,
going to use, that the other team has to worry about, that the other team has to prepare for, block. If you and I
hmm.
saw Harao crossing, no, and I was like, see, yeah, whether he should play
Bro,
or not, no, is a
Aravo does
different.
it on particular instances, not on a regular basis. It's Kunde who
So
does it
I was, if he
brilliantly.
does it regularly, I think it's a good choice, yeah, because Arao is also a very solid defender in general. So it's a very good,
Ah, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Aravo is a defensive minded right back. Okay, he he can't overlap the right winger as Kunde does.
Mhm.
Kunde overlaps Ferran Torres or
Yeah, he's
Rafinha
more
or Dembele in
natural.
that.
He's a more
Yeah,
natural right back. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. He's a more natural ball progressor in my opinion. If you have seen Sevilla, so you would know. Okay, मतलब जिन्होंने देखा उसको ठीक है नहीं देखा अब बार्सिलोना में देख लो. He's a natural ball progressor. He's good on ball. Okay, his ball playing
hmm,
abilities are brilliant. अगर तुम दे रहे हो उसे, he's overlapping Ferran Torres, he's crossing inside with brilliant crosses. हाँ ऐसे नहीं कि you just cross and inshallah. नहीं नहीं नहीं. Brilliant crosses. Two players. ठीक है, but हमारे players छोटे हैं, so what we can do. Only Lewandowski is up to the mark.
yeah,
Else everybody is like 5'6", 5'8".
yeah,
That's it. That's below average for the Europeans.
yeah, definitely. The I think see, to answer your question at the end, no, if I'm confident or not, like I think the confidence is mostly because we're at home. If I'm being honest,
Hmm.
the crowd will be on us.
And
Um,
Eric Tanak, तो भाई he
Eric,
उसने बुन
did you
दिया
see
भाई.
the video? Did you see the
Yeah,
video
yeah,
after beating
I
Leicester?
saw
After
it.
beating Leicester, you saw what he was like, you know what I like about it? I don't like I like, like everyone's gassed he did it. You know what I liked about it? He's like pointing at the club and saying it's because of you we are doing these performances,
Hmm.
he's trying to bounce off the crowd, he's trying to get the crowd behind everyone, even if they are not playing well for us. he's just trying to he's just trying to push the crowd all in a positive direction. It's like we
Hmm.
can, if we back all the players, like even a Harry Maguire who's fallen out, even a Scott McTominay who's fallen. Like if we just back all the players, the mood, the morale, everything will lift up. Even if they're not good enough, they will still play for the club. They will get motivated to do better. And I think that's what has been happening. I think that is what has been happening.
And this is what has happened with Barcelona under Xavi.
Yeah.
But going into
I,
Old
I'm
Trafford,
very
I
I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Yeah. I look at it this way. No, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I think this is the most anticipated game in Europe. This round of fixtures. Simple. I understand it's Europa League, but if you go on form basis, we're two of the best team in form since the World Cup has stopped across Europe. I don't know what else anyone would want with respect to Real Madrid and
और एक
Liverpool.
बात बोलता हूँ भाई.
Just before
This will,
their match yesterday, they were in not very good form. Like
yeah,
literally before the this match that they played yesterday, like Liverpool still 10th. Like they are not in good form. Like you know. But what I'm trying to say, I'm not like making a joke. I'm like just saying, people were like PSG Bayern. I'm like PSG. Dude, they
like
never show up for
PSG
a big.
shit.
They never show up for a big game. It's like
I
it doesn't
don't
matter.
give a damn
Everyone knows,
about
oh,
PSG.
Neymar's not going to
It's
play.
like
Oh,
they are
Mbappe is not going to. I'm
non-existent
like,
for me.
bro, even when everyone plays, they don't perform. It's like it doesn't make a difference who's injured or not. Dude, they Messi again has scraped
Every,
through, dude. If again one more time they scraped past because of Messi, dude. Like, dude, they should put a statue for him, dude. They're so crap. They have the most expensive team, the best stadium, all the money in the world, and they still can't beat the opposition, dude. It's unbelievable. So I will back my statement by saying this is the most important match in Europe again. Second week in a row, I'll say it. I'll happily say it. I really do. I genuinely believe it. Yeah. With respect to
and this
everybody's
is
clubs, I'm not saying everyone's clubs are bad, but if you go on form table, I don't
ah,
think
but
it's an argument.
एक बात बोलूं मैं. This game will not be a game of mistakes like Liverpool and Real Madrid. Okay, just kidding around, but this will not be a game of mistakes. You will not see players making bad passes in this too much, huh? Too much, like going around like this. Maar de, khatam hai, chal, chand de. None.
Yeah.
This will not happen in here. There are set philosophies, set system, how you will work, and that's how you work.
I agree. And the best thing about Ten Hag, you don't do the job, he lock you off. He'll say,
True.
get out. I don't want you. He's like, it
Xavi
doesn't matter
does
who it
it on
is.
the 60th, 70th minute, but at least he does it. Too late,
See,
but
the
he does
point
it.
is, now the point is, see, so what I kind of understand Xavi's situation as well, right? Because it's like some of the players are not in form, some of the players are injured. I have to kind of keep my best available 11 on the
Yeah,
pitch as much as possible. So I understand the strategy. Like I get it. Now fans will be like, come on, yeah, get this guy in, get that guy. And I'm like,
you
but
just can't
the
get
truth
in
of the matter is,
anyone.
ah, I agree, but can I make an argument? I don't know, Jatin, if you ever thought about it this way, right? But like when I hear people go, no, Arey, we should have played this guy over that guy. He has the style to play this team. I always think to myself, don't you think the manager who's watching them play every day knows if those people are in their form, if they are carrying an injury, they'll be on the bench if needed, but they are not trying to like play him and aggravate the
Hmm.
injury. It's like I wish people don't look at it that way. It's
But
like they all
you know
people
what,
think like
Nathan?
the coach makes a deliberate mistake, by not picking someone, which I don't think is true. Yeah, I think that
But
these coaches
Xavi
are too seasoned
s-
to make this
still
kind
is
of mistake.
inexperienced. In
Ah,
the previous match
Javi,
against
but
Cadiz,
Javi has
uh,
Xavi
Rafinha.
has
Ah,
the
yeah, go on.
experience. Sorry to cut you.
Ah,
I agree
no,
with
no.
what you're going to say, but what happens is Xavi is experienced also playing at the highest level.
Yeah, yeah.
That is the edge he has over a lot of coaches. The only coach
Hmm.
I can think of right now that has played on his level
Zidane.
consistently, no, well, he's not active now, is Xabi Alonso.
अच्छा,
Active
अच्छा, हाँ,
coaches.
okay, active, okay.
Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso
Xabi
is the
Alonso.
only coach I can
Hmm.
think of. No, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking right now. No, when people think if these coaches make mistakes purposely, I'm like, these people have played at the highest level. These people have done everything
They
a
were
coach
legendary.
doesn't do. And they have the advantage of being a player at a high level before being a coach. So to coach
Yeah.
these players, they will take what Pep Guardiola told them. What is that Dutch
Lewis,
guy? I forgot. No, no, no. The black fellow, yeah. Frank Rijkaard,
Frank.
Louis Van Gaal. Baba, I've been watching for ages. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, it's like they'll be like, okay, these people used to do this in this situation. No, let's see. It helped me. I'm going to carry forward the philosophies and see if it helps me now as a coach.
Hmm,
Because in time, no, some philosophies don't work. What worked in '95 doesn't
hmm,
necessarily work in 2020. But you know, as a coach, you have to kind of experiment and see. Okay, will it work now? Will it work now? Let's say I'm going to try this method. He doesn't look fit.
hmm,
I'm going to keep him on the bench. If I need him, I'll bring him on the 70th minute. Like that kind of
hmm.
experimentation. So, yeah.
But you know what he did against Cadiz? Rafinha was having the best game of his life with Barcelona.
No,
He
no,
was
hold on.
Neymar.
These
He
people are trying to get me in trouble here. No, I did not forget about Guardiola. I was talking about older managers on purpose. Okay, don't try to get me in trouble here. I did not forget about him. He's in my league. I can't forget about him. Okay, thank you.
So what I was talking about. So Rafinha was having his best game of his life for Barcelona. He was Neymar Jr. for at least 70 minutes. But then
Mm,
Xavi subs him off.
mm.
We don't know the reason. He just subs him off for Ferran Torres, who in return has a average game, I'd say. That's where Xavi's inexperience comes in. You need to play a
Yeah,
player.
yeah. He's 100% going to make mistakes. What I'm trying to say is you have to give him leeway because he's also been a player. Like
Hmm,
when people tell me about Mourinho, no, I'm like, dude, he's not even come anywhere near this level. Arsene Wenger nowhere near this level. Like there's so many coaches that have never come near this level as a player. But I
hmm,
think this is the advantage of a Xavi or a Xabi Alonso, Wayne Rooney. He almost got Derby out of after getting minus 20 points. He went to the second last game of the championship last season, almost got him
hmm.
out of the championship after 20-point deduction, after not having
Uh,
players, after having to retire to become the manager because they couldn't afford it. Like these players know what pressure is. Like you can't believe because they have actually played
True.
at that level.
They have
Like we
played the
all think we
World
feel
Cup
under
final,
pressure. Dude,
Asian
imagine we
final,
feel under pressure
maybe
watching the game.
multiple.
Imagine that we feel pressure watching the game. Imagine how they feel, dude, after playing it and then managing those teams. I'm like, oh God.
Hey, चल बैठते चल नेथन हो गया मैच खत्म हो गया बैठते चल.
So yeah, exactly. What do you think is going to be your starting? Wait, 1 minute. Do you have anything else to add or regarding the last
Yeah,
previous leg?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
please.
Be ready for Ferran Torres. He's back in form. Just needed
Sorry.
to say
I saw
that.
him at Man City, dude. He does not impress me. I'm sorry, dude. Listen, he might score a hat trick. He might score a hat trick.
No,
Listen, I'll take the L. No, if I have to take the L. But I've seen him play in England, dude, and he's not good. He's not good. Like I'm
I'll
willing
see
to
you
take
on
the
a
L.
stream, a post-reaction stream. Manchester United versus Barcelona.
Listen, dude, I'll
Either
take it.
I,
I'll take it.
either I'll get
Absolutely.
bantered or I'll, I'll banter you.
No, I don't think you should get bantered anyway, na? Because I feel Ferran Torres has played better in a Barcelona shirt than a City shirt. It could just be the fact that he's not league adjustable to England. That's it. That doesn't mean he's a
Hmm.
bad player. Like like let's all go with the famous horror story that is Romelu Lukaku. You know, let's just be real. Like
That
he
man is a
talks so much
myth.
shit. He
That man
talks
is a
so
myth.
much shit, so much shit, so much shit. He's gone three different stints to England, done nothing, gone to Italy. Let him bully the 40-year-old centre backs. He's very good at that. Let him continue. Simple.
At least he has somewhat 100 goals for 100 goals in Premier League, right? He
Yeah.
has it. That's it. He's in the 100,
Yeah, but so does so
100
does uh, so does Jermaine Defoe.
whatever it is.
You know.
He has something to show on his CV.
Yeah, but the way he talks about Chelsea, like he was doing them a favor. The way he talked about us, like he's doing us a favor. Like, bro, Cristiano Ronaldo at 35, 7 years older than you, outscored you in the Italian league. Yeah, I don't want to hear you talk, dude. I don't want to hear you talk. Like really. Like you won the Scudetto with a bunch, quite literally a bunch of Premier League rejects. You know what that tells you? The Premier League is better than Serie A. That is the only thing it tells you. It doesn't tell you anything else. Alexis Sanchez was washed. Ashley Young has been washed. way before he came to Inter Milan. Christian Eriksen washed at Spurs. Let's be real. The fact that he's playing this well knows a testament to his own ability. But all these players have been washed. All these players have gone to worse teams since they won the Scudetto. There is no way you can tell me, no, that they were the best with a bunch of Premier League rejects. No, they won the Scudetto. Let's be real, yeah. Let's be real. That's it. It's like you can say, "Oh, he won a Scudetto." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, cool, dude." But he won a Scudetto with a bunch of Premier League players. You know, it's like
Mm.
Villarreal, half of North London plays for Villarreal. Everyone
Zlatan
goes,
won a
"Oh,
Scudetto while playing at
Zlatan won a
40.
Scudetto." 40, 40. I don't know, dude. Is he even 40? He could be 55, dude. I don't know how old he is now. He doesn't
He's
seem to
eternal.
age.
Zlatan is eternal.
Yeah. So that's the thing now. It's like, I can't say Ferran Torres is a bad player because quite honestly, I don't really know. What I can say is he didn't play well in England. That I can say.
Mm.
I think that is a fair statement because I've actually seen that. But apart from that, like he could turn out trees. It's possible. I don't see why not. I don't. I That's what I feel at least.
What turns me on about this fixture, Barcelona versus Manchester United? They have a rich history, yeah. UCL finals, like meeting again and again and again in the finals, okay? Not in
Plus we
somewhat
won
more.
our treble in Barcelona.
Yeah. Yes, you won your treble in Barcelona. We won a six treble defeating you.
Yeah. Like
There's a big
this is what
history.
we talk. This is what exactly. This is what it's all about. Now, at the end of the day, it's not about like who's going to own us and like Spotify has they have weddings at the Camp Nou. It's like
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken, I think Wembley also does it, but Wembley doesn't do
Every
anything the
stadium
whole
does
year
that off
around.
season.
Yeah, Wembley does. There is no off season, dude. Apart from the FA Cup final and semi final, their ground is basically open. What do they do there in Wembley? They hold concerts the year around, full concerts.
Hmm.
But you can get married at Wembley if you want, like separate. It's like this is like people act like this is the first time a football ground does it, dude. It's like, dude, this is how you have to survive. Now, this is exactly meeting my point about who owns my club. It is to
Hmm.
prevent this from happening. Now, now Barcelona don't have a choice because it's socio-run, right? But tomorrow, if Arabs buy it, this will never ever happen again. Whoever got married at the Camp Nou, that's it, dude. You're one of how many ever got married. It's over. It's never going to happen again after that. But that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't want my club. This Barcelona experiment that has happened in the last 9 months, no, is actual proof, no, why I don't want any of it to happen to me. Dude. Like I don't want it to get to that level,
Hmm.
where you have to sell TV rights, you have to sell the ground name, whatever. Yeah. Whatever. See, you are at the end of the day, no, the socio-owned club has to do whatever it has to survive. Yeah. You can make jokes all you want. You don't
Hmm.
want the club to get bankrupt. It's a 200-year-old club. There's plenty of history in the club. You don't want it to just go because some idiot doesn't know how to finance things. So that's my opinion. Yeah, it's like we have so much history. Like some people are telling me if United gets bought by oil owners, we have lost our club legacy. I'm like, bro, we started in 1880. Like they bought
Hmm.
us in 2023. I'm like, what are you talking about? It sounds so ridiculous to hear those words out of your mouth. We are done. Like, how are we done, dude? Explain. How is everyone that died in that plane? How is our 3 European titles? How is our 20 leagues count as nothing? It's stupid, dude. That's the thing. It's just stupid arguments. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. What do you expect from the second leg? Yeah, let's move on to the second leg now. We spoke about the first leg. What are you expecting
Yeah.
about the? You're
I'm
going to enjoy
expecting a
the
narrow
rain.
game.
The rain. Welcome to England.
क्या
The
जगह है
weather's
भाई, कभी
so
भी
bad,
बारिश
dude.
गिरती
The
है, कभी भी
weather's
धूप
so
आती है
bad,
भाई.
dude. The,
What can
the
I
weather's
भाई?
so bad. It reminds me of June in Bombay, dude. The weather's so bad, dude. Every day, every week. Just
Even if it
boring, dude. Just
rains,
boring.
if it rains, we don't have a particular man called Messi. I'll miss him. But if it does not rains, we have Robert Lewandowski. जहाँ पर बुंडेसलीगा में बारिश गिरती नहीं है रोज. He scored 50 fucking goals there. नहीं, but going into the topic, A narrow victory for anyone. Okay, maybe for Manchester United, maybe for Barcelona, it will be a narrow victory, not something of a 3-0 sort or 4-0 sort. If it happens, it happens. Okay, good. If Barcelona wins it like that, humiliating or trashing Manchester United at Old Trafford, okay, good, good. Let's move on to the next fixture as soon as possible. Because if you stay on this fixture again, like focusing on this fixture,
Yeah,
how we played in this fixture, it was great. Like बाकी तो बीत जाएगा. बाकी let's see what happens in the next fixture. But we played brilliantly against Manchester United. That's not how we play, right? You need to uh, focus on the trophy. You are here for the trophy. If you defeat Manchester
yeah.
United, next one will be Arsenal or uh, whoever it may be.
I don't
You
know
need to
about
focus
you,
on
but
that.
I said the winner of this fixture wins Europa League.
Yeah, yeah, that's
That
ये तो सही
I
बात है भाई.
genuinely I
If
genuinely think so. Whoever wins this,
anyone who has defeated Barcelona in a European competition in a knockout stage has gone to win the European trophy.
I wish all were playing Arsenal.
Beat Bayern,
It
beat
should have been
uh,
better.
beat Bayern, beat Liverpool. You saw it.
Yeah, I really do think though whoever wins this match will go and win the Europa League. I'm pretty confident about that.
No, that's
Yeah,
true. Bhai. Manchester United, Barcelona, both in a red hot form, best teams in the world in the league, in their league right now, and anybody can go out, right? Either it will be Manchester United or Barcelona. It'll be disappointing for them, of either of them. Just go from the
yeah,
round of 32 of Europa League.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree. It will be disappointing, but at the same time, it's also I have to take stock of the entire season now. Like I was
A
thinking about
blessing in
this the other
disguise,
day.
maybe. Focusing for the league. Whoever gets
Yeah,
out, whoever gets out.
I agree. I think there are plus points, there are minus points.
Mm,
I think we have actually, the sad part about our situation is no, we don't even have time to feel sad because in 3 days we've got a cup final. So we have
mm,
so if we win or lose, we have to bounce back quite literally immediately. We don't really
mm,
have a choice in our case particular. We don't get an option to reset for a league match. We go
mm,
straight into basically another knockout match, and then the sad part is 3 days after that we're again in another knockout match against West Ham. So basically, this is our most important 7 days of the season, yeah, because it's everything to play for in within 7 days. We can
mm.
literally at the end of next Friday, we might be in no cups. So, so we have a lot to play for. I think United is going to edge it 1-0. My original overall prediction was I thought we were going to get a draw at New Camp and 2-1 would be the aggregate. Obviously, it's 2-2 now, so that's not possible. I think we're just going to narrowly edge it. I will say this.
Maybe it can go on penalties too.
Yeah, that's possible. I have a feeling it's going to finish in normal time, yeah, because I feel like I don't, depending on the players on
It'll
the
be a
pitch, I
tight
don't think
match.
people.
It'll be a tight
Yeah, it
match.
will be. I'll be surprised if we convincingly beat Europe by any chance, even if it's 2-0.
We
I
too.
will say this.
We too.
But no, no.
Going into
Yeah,
Old Trafford and like defeating Manchester
yeah.
United. This
I think
this
if
Manchester
if we
United
win
side under
2-0,
Eric Ten
you
Hag
guys
too.
win 2-0. I think if you guys win 2-0, we guys win 2-0. I think that will be such a push, uh, in the direction to tackle the rest of the season
Hmm.
positively. Let's say
Yeah.
Vinny said it'll be 0-0 in the Bernabeu. Oh, interesting. Liverpool comeback chances.
Hey, Real Madrid का
Lavanya,
काम तो easy है भाई. Just sit back at Bernabeu and just enjoy the show.
Lavanya saying it's still Europa League 2. Says for sure, Lavanya. There's no doubt about it. But it's also probably the best match in Europe this at the moment, for
At the
sure.
moment. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Maybe better
Lavanya
than
is
the
asking Liverpool
Champions League
comeback
fixtures.
chances. Check this out. Liverpool's Lavanya is saying Liverpool comeback chances.
Bernabeu, भाई.
Arnab is saying 60
You,
40. Interesting. Very interesting.
bro, Bernabeu में 90 minutes are longer than any other stadium. You know,
I don't know,
if
dude.
you
I
know,
don't
you
know.
know. Okay, not for Barcelona and some other clubs, but obviously in European nights is it's a whole together different level at Bernabeu. You can't say कि 80th मिनट तक हम 4-0 डाउन है और 90th मिनट तक हो जाएगा भाई. नहीं नहीं नहीं, you can't
Liverpool,
say that at
Liverpool
Bernabeu.
have to, Liverpool have to score within 10 minutes.
They'll
They
not.
have to. No, I'm
They'll
not
not.
saying they will. I'm saying they have to. I feel if they don't hit the ground running,
You know what? I think
right?
this season Klopp will miss the European spot, and he'll get the support. He'll get the support from the fans, but he'll miss the European spot.
Does he stay?
And he stays. He stays.
You think so?
He stays.
So you think FSG will keep him if he doesn't get any European position?
Yeah, he stays.
See, I'm not sure about that too.
Hey,
Because
he has made
If
Liverpool a
FSG wants to
brand.
see, no, I understand why you're saying yeah, but from what I have been told, Liverpool also want to sell. So if they don't get European competition, their
But
price goes
FSG
down.
rejected the idea, na? Ki they are
Yeah, but
keeping
who
Liverpool.
knows? Yeah, by May, if they are not, if they won nothing and they finish out of Europe, they might say it's time to go. Otherwise, these people will,
Chelsea का तो डन
create
सीन है. They are
problems for
missing
us.
Europe. Liverpool, I think so. I'm not confident. I think so. They will miss European spots. Uh, Going by the season they are having and the thrashing against Real Madrid proves it. They're not good. They're not good enough right now. They need new players. They need fresh legs. They have been
But
drained out.
that's the thing, na? They are saying so everyone's going like Bellingham's going to go to Liverpool. And I'm thinking to myself, why the hell will Bellingham go to Liverpool if they are not in Europe? Like, how does and here's the thing, na? See the midfield, okay? Just the middle. Keita almost always injured.
Mhm.
Thiago Alcantara almost always injured
Always.
and or always gets hurt in the game. Jordan Anderson old. James Milner
Only
old.
Fabinho is a player who plays for the
Who's
midfield.
not even
Rest
in good
all are.
form at the moment. At the moment, overall, not
He
even in
he
good form.
was he was good against
No, no,
Real
no, no,
Madrid.
not yesterday's game. I mean, like
Yeah.
like
Okay.
I
Okay.
said now, up until yesterday's game, no,
Ah.
everyone was playing suddenly well. That's all. Only Fabinho. They have the kids, Harvey Elliott kid, Bassett kid. They need a
Basetic
full
was a good
midfield.
good find. Huh?
Yeah. They need a full midfield. If you buy one player in replacement of 3-4 midfielders, your midfield is still weak because what if something happens to Bellingham? What if he gets injured? Then what happens? You're going back to the same midfield. You have no actual changes. So I don't know. Yeah, I feel like if they're getting money this season,
Nathan,
they have to buy more than
uh,
one player.
like, are you skeptic about David De Gea on the near
No
post?
way. No.
No,
No.
really?
Yep. The
Alonso
goal was
scored
scored.
against him on the
The
near
goal
post.
the goal was scored because Fred lost track of his defender, Marcus Alonso,
But De Gea in
and
general
and
is weak on his
and
near post.
also Aaron Van Bissaka was nowhere to be seen. See, listen, yeah. If I, for example, let's say you're the goalkeeper, right, and you're like mark that side of the. If you see that goal in slow motion, Van Bissaka doesn't go to head the ball.
Hmm.
Okay, Fred is behind Marcus Alonso because he didn't carry him. So you tell me, na, if I am giving you a job, you don't do the job, and they score from that point where it's your job to do it. See, I can either come down the middle punch, come close punch, or stand at the back. But standing at the back makes no sense because all the players are in front of me or ahead of me. So I have
Hmm.
to stand at the near post, right? At least I have to, my starting position has to be on the near post. So
But that was not
automatically,
in the case with
someone has,
De Gea in that match. It was Ter Stegen too. He got bullied by
yeah,
Rashford on that near
yeah,
post.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's like you could blame the goalkeeper. Some people will say it is Dahia's fault, to which I will accept it. But at the same time, to say I'm nervous about it, it's like if everyone doesn't do their jobs, you will concede goals. No? If Van
Hmm.
Bissaka doesn't even jump, which is what you're supposed to do when the ball comes from the sky,
Hmm.
then anyone can get an open header. Na? Like even you would able to jump. You lose Fred. Van Bissaka doesn't know
Hmm.
who's behind him. He doesn't jump, and you jump behind him and get that thin narrow opening for a goal.
Who
I
are
mean,
you
I'm sure
most scared from this Barcelona side? The most. Huh?
most kid, he's not playing. Gavi. That's what I'm most scared of.
Seriously, seriously.
Uh, I see a I like Gavi more than Pedri. Fun fact: Pedri in the last two seasons apparently has
Just
only had
because
one
he's
assist.
handsome.
Is that true? Pedri has only had one assist in the last two
Hey,
seasons.
no, no, no. Who said that?
I don't know. Yeah, I saw
Who
something on
said that?
Twitter. He's the next
Bro, that,
Iniesta. Only has
bro,
one
that
assist in the
Twitter
last two
people
seasons.
are,
I was like,
they are just so
that's
toxic.
interesting.
Like ये Twitter पे अलग दुनिया है भाई.
I was like, he only has one assist in the last 2 years. I was like, that can't be right. Yeah. Like even I was thinking to
Bro,
myself,
he only he
that
in his
actually
first
possible?
season, he gave his assist to Messi. Second season में और फाड़ दिया होगा. Third season में तो अभी दे ही रहा है. How can you just say he has one assist?
I mean, I said, okay, either this is banter or Pedri is not as good as I think he is. It's one of the two. Oh,
He
okay.
is good
So
at
Arnab is saying Pedri has one assist this season. Interesting.
this season.
Yeah,
अरे
yeah.
but assist के अलावा भी game है भाई.
No, I
Pedri,
know, I
there
know.
is
But
an
then, but like, so the argument was, oh, everyone saying he's the next Iniesta has only one assist this season. I was like, he's definitely not Iniesta if he's going to do one assist per season. He's definitely not him.
but he does much more भाई. He provides the pre-assist. Okay, मतलब जो
Yeah,
assist
yeah.
के
No,
assist
I'm
पहले
sure he
वाले.
does all that. No, my scared. I was scared about. See, fun. This is going to probably get me in trouble, but I'm actually not scared of Lewandowski, and that's probably because Varane is our
Because of
center back.
Varane and Licha,
Yeah,
I got it.
yeah.
I got it.
So for me, I would say what makes me nervous is Ter Stegen's
Rafinha.
distribution. No, Ter Stegen's
Rafinha.
distribution
भाई
because I felt
Torstegen is brilliant यार. उसका distribution is भाई.
Because I felt as we were pushing you all to the side, na, and especially on Araujo's side, who's not the regular right back, I felt like every time we push the goal kick or the kick to the side, I was like, this is actually turning out to be very good for us. Like really, just cutting his passing lane, not even necessarily trying to like make him make a mistake, just cutting the passing lane itself. I was like, he's going to be a problem, yeah, and that's what we did. Apart from him, I would say maybe Rafinha. Or actually, you know what? Let's go separate with. I think De Jong also had a good game. I would say De Jong also. Little worried about De Jong. Yeah. What about you? I assume you're scared of a certain MB. You know?
पापा मोबाइल दो ना आपका.
Can you hear me?
हाँ.
No, I'm saying, are you scared of a certain MBE?
Hey, Nathan, is it all right? Hello.
Sorry, what did you say, Don? Yeah, yeah, you're fine. Only I don't think you can hear me. You're
Yeah.
fine. I'm saying, so who's your
My
danger
internet
player?
was lagging.
No
Yeah.
problem.
You need the answer. You know it, right? It's the Godman.
Mount Vegas?
Uh, yeah, what purpose?
You know what? You're laughing. You're laughing, right? But he actually had a
I,
very
I'm
good game
I'm not
against.
laughing. I know what his role is under the net because we had a player like him, not that tall, but we had more skillful, more talented version to अलग बात है, more talented footballer than him, which was Luis Suarez, who was doing the same role which he's doing right
Oh,
now, just com- uh, giving the passes right down there, scoring goals for fun, assisting Lionel Messi. Hey, just kidding, huh? Just kidding. Don't get into a serious note. Uh,
you want to answer this? You want to answer this question? Turing put a nice question out to you. Want to
which
answer
one?
it?
Cruz and Modric are a class apart
Listen,
from
Modric are a
most other midfielders. Guys, which player can reach that heights? Can a youth player too? भाई Cruz and Modric benefits because दोनों के अलग अलग traits of play. Cruz is an orchestrator while Modric is the creator. Get it what I'm saying?
Mhm.
One orchestrates the midfield and the other one creates. That's where the difference is. और यही पर दूसरी टीमें मात खा जाती है. मतलब अगर तुम जावी इनिएस्टा को देखो, जावी वाज द orchestrator, Iniesta was the creator. There
Yeah,
were
but
two
you know
different
what?
profiles.
In fairness to Modric, I don't think Xavi and Iniesta defended like Modric,
Yeah, yeah, they
especially
did
younger
not. They
Modric.
did not.
Like I
Yeah,
feel,
they
I
did
feel the
not.
perfect midfielder, at least from what we have seen recently, is definitely Modric.
But because Barcelona at 70% of the position, where will they defend?
Yeah, yeah, of course. And you know what would have been a super combination that we have unfortunately never gone to see? Prime Kante, Prime Modric. Ooh.
Uh, no,
Ooh.
no, 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 no.
What?
I'll pick Casemiro any day.
No, dude,
Casemiro for
no.
me.
The
No, 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 no,
engine, the
no.
engine on Prime Kante, dude. Like,
No, 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 no. Casemiro for me, Busquets is for me the height of a CDM. But if मतलब अगर compare करना हुआ, Casemiro for me is better than Kante. Better than Kante any
no,
given
no.
day.
As a CDM, yeah. But like what Kante does in his prime,
No, no,
like
I'll pick
I've watched.
Casemiro over Kante any day in any position.
I
He'll play
genuinely
Kante.
don't think like you have to understand something now. People, I sometimes people forget it. Yeah, Kante was doing that for Leicester City. Like the prime Kante we talk
No,
about
but
was that
he
prime
was
Kante. It's
brilliant.
for
I'm not,
Leicester City, dude. Leicester City he was doing it for. Like it's nice
but
to
I
say, when we look at Busquets, we go like Xavi and Iniesta. When we look at Casemiro, we go like Cruz Modric. And then like Kante looks at the right hand side, Danny, drink water, dude. What is this? He's looking like, okay, this is my guy. This is my guy. Like if Danny drink water can say, no, this is my guy, dude. And we won the league. I was like, oh God.
but Casemiro any day.
Do you think of any other player that can reach that heights? He's saying also a youth player.
हाँ हाँ भाई why not भाई मतलब अभी भी young है, they have time. The most भाई, one player can legit reach the heights and it's Chouameni. भाई, that man has a brilliant future
Oh no,
if he plays like
I'm going
this.
to get
Okay,
I'm going to get in trouble
if
for
he
this answer, I think.
if he if he Bellingham is one. Bellingham is one. Pedri का भी तो है ही भाई. And Kamavinga, he's too young for it right now. Uh, but has been performing in and out for Madrid, so we'll take it.
Mine's not going to be an answer people like. I think
Which
hands down. I think hands down. Eduardo Camavinga is way better than Chouameni. And I've said, and
ah
here's the best part. And you know what I like about this answer? You know what I love about this answer? Is that I went on TCSP and said it. So I have proof. I have double the proof now if it happens. I've said it on my channel. I said it that I absolutely love Eduardo Camavinga. Absolutely.
brilliant player. But you know what? Chouameni resembles more to Busquets. That's why Barcelona fans are,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
inclined
I
to
get it.
him
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than Kamavinga. He resembles too much of Busquets. अगर पैसे होते तो हम ले लेते भाई उसे, but
But he's not as
FIFA
slow.
bank. He's not as slow. He's not as slow. Right? Busquets in his prime was not slow.
I mean,
He was
dude,
clever.
like even,
He was
even
clever.
when I used to play FIFA like 12, 13, I was like 55 pace, and I was like, dude, is he actually that slow? Like I actually, I had to actually like think about it. Like, is he actually that slow? Like to get 55 pace. And here's the best part, no, it's like Busquets, like even prime, like 4 years ago, prime Busquets on FIFA, no, would be like 89 Busquets, and then there's like 55 pace, and you're like,
Yeah, true.
how? How is he 89 overall with 55 pace, dude? I'm like, what is this? How
At least
slow
give him
is
a
he? Yeah?
70 or 68.
Bro, Jorginho got disrespected, dude. Disrespected. 51 pace, 52 pace, 85 rated. Just disrespected every season in Chelsea, dude. 50 pace, 55. Like these people are like walking in slow motion. Yeah, God knows what 55 pace they are.
Only a
Uh,
wheelchair can help them in FIFA. In FIFA.
so here we go. Luke the Goat. Luke
Arey,
the Goat.
Luke the Goat was brilliant for us. Nathan, one player we miss from the Ronald Koeman era, or the first stint of Xavi, first stint, not the first stint, like the first 6 months, 6 months or so for Xavi's reign, is Luke de Jong. Like, he accumulated around 21 points for us to get into the top four, single-handedly scoring that headers in the 90 plus 3 minutes. 21 points. Can you imagine? By Luke de Jong. He was loved by Barcelona fans. At first, we made fun of him, like better than
Dude,
Neymar in the air.
I had such a laugh. I'm not even going to lie. I had such a laugh. I was like, Suarez, Depay, De Jong. I was like, not looking good, bruv. This is
Yeah,
not
but
looking
that
good. Like,
man,
really.
that man came clutch.
Who disrespected Georgie? No one disrespected Derain. We were talking about FIFA ratings. No one, there was no disrespect. You can go back and look at the cards and you can see FIFA was disrespecting Jorginho. That's your answer. Oh, and funny thing, no, better than Mexos, no, because McTominay actually had more pace than him, even though he has a lower rated card. That's the kind of disrespect Jorginho got on FIFA.
Adama Traore is a god. 74 or 76 rated,
Oh,
99 pace. 99 pace.
94, it's just like, oh, the Daniel James, my favorite, dude. 94 pace, 77 overall. Lovely, lovely. This is great. Gaurav wants to know where are you currently?
I'm out at my Masi's place.
Oh, you're not in Bombay?
I am in Bombay, but the
Oh, okay,
Masi's
okay.
place.
Okay, okay, cool. Modric has more pace than Rashford, so Modric better than Rashford. No, no, Dhiren, again, we are not saying better. We were just making FIFA references, which we found very interesting in real life. So yeah.
Hmm.
So you're going for what basically? What is your prediction? Let's get okay. Wait, first, who do you
Predicted
think
lineup.
is the start? No, let's go. Yeah, let's do predicted.
Yeah. So Ter Stegen in goal. Right back Kunde. Right centre back Ronaldo Ravo. Left centre back Christensen. Left back Balde. Midfield being a double pivot of Frankie De Jong and Kessié. With up front, I'll take a number 10 in Rafinha. Okay, Pedro Porro I can play, but he's too young for this kind of a match or this magnitude of a match. So I'll take Rafinha as a number 10 if possible. ठीक है, ये मेरी लाइनअप है. जावी की लाइनअप अलग ही होगी, दैट आई नो. Rafinha as a number 10. राइट हैंड साइड में I'll have फरहान टोरेस क्योंकि उसका बहुत ब्रिलियंट गेम गया है कैडिस के अगेंस्ट में. He was brilliant. 10 dribbles in a game, the most by any player in La Liga this season, and the most by any Barcelona player since Messi. Completed. Okay, 10 dribbles completed. And chances created
Someone,
around
someone
5 or
should,
6.
Rafinha should send the video to Allison so Allison can learn.
Ah, on the left hand side, I'll have Ansu Fati because left hand side पर we don't have Dembele. So you need one player who can play as a Nahi Gavi hai, who would be the primary left winger or left inverted winger in that four midfielder system. We don't have them. So I'll have Ansu Fati. Uh, so Balde can overlap. Ansu Fati can come in invert. Lewandowski can pull off some defenders. Ansu Fati can get in behind. And Ferran Torres between the lines and between the spaces, he's brilliant. Just finishing का थोड़ा लफड़ा है.
But
बाकी सब
but
में he's great.
what space is he going to get?
Who, oh, he अरे Luke Shaw is an attack. Hey,
What
Licha,
space is he
okay,
going to? The
I
question
understand.
is
I
what
understand.
space he's going to get.
See, Rafinha, if he gets inverted in the number 10 position, as I'm saying, if he gets the free roam there, Licha can get attracted to him. There's no way you can leave Rafinha on his own. Okay, Varane will be attached to Lewandowski, and there's Balde and Van Bissaka. Okay, so Balde, when overlapping Ansu Fati, can take back Van Bissaka. Ansu Fati can at least have some space going inverted. On that side, Luke Shaw would be, in my opinion, slightly ahead of Van Bissaka's position, like the left mid wala position. So in that position, I Ansu Fati. So
When you're telling me this, no, I'm just thinking Eric Ten Hag, no, is going to play some players we don't expect. No, none of this is going to happen. That's the
I
best thing.
know, I know.
We'll do
Xavi's
our
not gonna play
lineup, no,
this.
and then we'll do our lineup, no, and then we'll be like, what Jatin said, and like Xavi is like Ronaldo Araujo, right back, Marcus Alonso, left back. We'll be like, what?
Roberto
Everyone's
in
out of
midfield.
position.
Yeah, so Ferran Torres can have some space to go in, right? So he can cross from there.
So
That's my
Ferran
predicted
Torres
lineup.
will be on the side of Van Bissaka.
Look sure.
Right wing he's going to play.
Yeah, he's a right winger.
But wait, isn't Rafinha also a right winger?
Rafinha will play as a number 10.
Ah, okay. In your thing, okay, yeah, fine.
Hmm.
And Ansu Fati will be a left winger
Yeah.
with Balde overlapping.
Hmm.
Hmm, interesting. Teach Kotwa also to move his feet. That's a good point, Lavanya. I made a nice little comment on the TCSB stream yesterday. I'm like, who has the worst FIFA street skills, Allison or Courtois? So
But
I think
Courtois
it's
is
going to be
usually good in distribution. But Liverpool and Real Madrid, Liverpool's goalkeeper and Real Madrid's forward. इनका कुछ जन्मों जन्मों का नाता है. Every time they face, someone makes a mistake, whether it's Karius or it's Ellison, it takes up a deflection
no,
and it goes in.
it's so funny. It's so funny you say that. No, it's like when I saw that goal. No, I was in my head. I only thought about one thing. I'm like, this is exactly like why I like De Gea. When people are too confident on their feet, no, they make these mistakes, yeah, all the time, and it's like, okay, yes, David De Gea's distribution has improved this season. Like statistically speaking, it has improved. In fact, in some scenarios, he's doubled. He's doubled. Such
Hmm.
was the improvement in certain things. But then I think to myself, no, just kick the fucking ball out. Yeah, your job is to save. Let the creative players find space. Yeah, at the end of the day, your
Hmm.
job is to save goals.
Hmm.
If you complicate it because of your abilities, no, you could get your team in trouble, and I
Hmm.
feel Courtois did get his team in trouble. And there was like a picture, where he apologizes to the Madrid fans, and then they start
Yeah.
chanting him again. It's like, it's avoidable, it's avoidable. It's a tough game, it's a knockout
It's
fixture.
because he won them a Champions League. So
Ah,
he can
listen,
be
yeah, see,
forgiven.
whatever it is, yeah, whatever it is, he had a lot of heroics in the Champions League final, no doubt. There's no doubt about it. But it's like, again, all his heroics were saving, not trying to distribute the ball.
But
You
uh,
know,
Real Madrid didn't win because of Vinicius or Benzema. They won because of Don Carlos' eyebrow. Just in the 68 minute, is just this. He goes like this,
to me, they
and
won
that's
because
it.
of
And that's it.
Valverde. I think they won because of Valverde.
He's a difference maker in every game. He's a difference maker in every game. If you see La Liga,
Absolutely.
he's the one who's running around. He's the one who's playing the balls. He's the one who's doing scoring the goals. He's the one who's on the right wing. He's the one who's in center mid. He's the one
And
who's going on to the
exactly,
left
and
wing.
he's done so well. He's done so well, no, that he even made Real Madrid fans think he can play right wing. That
Hmm.
is how well he was excelling at the beginning, of this experiment. But then it's like I told Real Madrid fans, I'm like, this is not feasible for the entire season. Eventually, you're going to have to buy a right wing. Like this is like a makeshift. He's never going to
अरे
play
but
right wing once
Nathan,
you buy a
right
right
wing
wing.
की scarcity चल रही है ना in the market.
I don't think so. Yeah, we can
And
happily,
there are no world class right wingers
no,
right
like
now.
of course, yeah. We have if you're interested, we can give you Anthony Elanga. We
Ah,
can give you
sorry.
okay, fine.
Okay.
Facundo Pelestri,
No, no.
Pelestri,
There is
Pelestri, the
Pulisic.
Uruguayan right winger, yeah, the young kid. No,
Yeah.
uh,
Everybody is a youngster in Barcelona right now. Okay.
you want you want Dan James? You like Adama Traore? No, Dan James, dude. Dan James is the best, dude.
Now we have at least some lumps of money. Back then, when we signed Adama Traore, we didn't have any. He came for free.
You
He
could
was
get
sold
Ziyech.
for free.
You could get Ziyech.
Ziyech would be a good fit, but would Barcelona board go for him is a doubt. Because we
He could
have
play 10.
Dembele,
He
we
could
have
play 10.
Rafinha, we have Ferran Torres.
No, he
You have
could play
three
10 even,
world
na?
class. Huh? He
He could
could
play
play
10.
10. He could play 10. But क्या Xavi का system would prefer him over Pedri? I think no.
No, probably not. You want Lavanya is asking, you want Salah for 80 million?
No.
Discount offer.
Happy
Friends.
with Dembele.
Friends,
Happy with Dembele. No.
friends offer. See now
Happy with
this no
Dembele.
this is an great argument point. Everyone thinks that Federico Chiesa is basically the only right winger that anyone is interested in at the moment.
भाई
And
नहीं, there are so many right wingers, but they're not world class. They're not known
yeah,
enough.
that's
Okay,
why I'm
that's
saying
a
now
difference.
everyone wants to talk about the Chiesa. Chiesa seems to be like the guy.
Bhai, for me,
Everyone.
Chiesa seems to be a bit overrated. He's injured. Barely we some मतलब कुछ सुनने में आता है. Barely something is heard about him, or we don't watch Syria. How can we judge?
See,
That's my
here's the
thing.
thing. Here's the thing. Like if you go by which league players come from now, it's a very dangerous scenario because now people are talking about spending 100 million on Kuicha. People are talking about spending 100 million on Osimhen. People are talking about spending 150 on Bellingham. It's like eventually it's going to get to a point now where none of the players are actually worth the money, but you have to buy them because that's the price. It's going to get to
Mm,
that point only. It's getting very close to that point. I know I'll get in trouble for this, but I at least I openly admitted in front of Real Madrid fans, so I feel comfortable. Chouameni is not worth 100 million, and I said Kamavinga is an absolute steal for 50. That's what I said. Absolute steal for 50 million. I thought Eduardo Camavinga was easily the best buy of Real Madrid. Easily,
mm,
I think he's ready for when you bought him. He's already ready for the big time. That's the mentality.
mm.
He's already ready to go. I thought personally, by watching
Yeah.
him play, and his willingness to take on responsibility to play out of position. I love that. That
Mm.
though, I love. I absolutely love the willingness to play out of position because you have no players or the players are
Very
not
few
good enough.
players. There are very
Love
few
it.
players who can accept to play at a given position.
That automatic respect. He reminds me of Daily Blend. CDM, center back, left back, right back for us. He reminds me of Daily Blend. Whatever, wherever you want me to go, coach, I'm going. Let's go.
Mm,
We need to get the win. However I can be fitted into the team to help, let's go. That's what those players now they make you feel so nice to have players like that. Yeah. Like really, it doesn't matter what level they play at. Just knowing you have those players that if there's an injury, they will fill in even if they're out of position and they'll do a job. That is a luxury very few teams have. Very few teams.
mm.
Why
True.
don't I like Chouamani? No, no. Like I said, during I thought Kamavinga was a steal. Suryansh Singh 30 mil, even better, even better. I thought he was primed and ready to go, and I thought for 100 million for a player that needs to be brought into it, I thought, okay, fine. I'll just be honest with you. Turing for 100 million, personally,
No.
personally, if you're going to pay that kind of cash, he has to be ready to go. This is my
Mm,
opinion because as someone who has especially in our last thing we have overpaid for players because of reasons I can explain to you separately. I'll happily explain it to you. It's not like I'm not. I will explain it to you if you want to know. As someone who has overpaid for players, 100 million is you got to go right now kind of price.
mm,
Right now. Right now.
mm,
Like Anthony, whatever anyone wants to say, Ten Hag put him right in there. That's
mm,
it. Whatever you want to say, I'll take it. Not good enough, whatever. That is personal opinion. That is great. But we spent the money to put him right in. That's what I'm saying. So for me, it's not I don't like him. I think Kamavinga was a steal because he's ready to go. And ready to go players are the best kind of players because
mm,
Real Madrid does not have the benefit of time to feed in players. This is what I feel. Barcelona does
mm,
not have the benefit of time. We lose opening games, we get bantered. Doesn't matter. If we lose by the slightest of margins, if the referee screwed us by one goal, we get bantered next day. We do not have the benefit to feed in players. And I thought Kamavinga, good to go, excellent. That's what I thought.
mm.
What, what do
Whew.
you think?
For me, Chouameni is also overpriced. Okay, his 100 million is a bit too much for him. As I speak for Rafinha, 60 million is too much. Okay, 30 million would have been good. 60 million is too much. They are overpriced at some different level. Okay, Kamavinga is a steal. किसी भी पता नहीं था ना. Nobody knew कि they are going for Kamavinga. They just
So
got there
Kamavinga,
and took him.
we were interested in. Ragnick was interested in, I should say, to be
Hmm.
more specific. We also were interested in Badiashile and Chouameni. But our owner said when we get a new coach, we will make new buys. So we lost out on a lot of players. Nkunku was willing to come to us even because
But
of
you
the
know what?
Red
After paying
Bull.
that 100 million, if the player is like gelling in the or filling in the place of Casemiro this smoothly, what do you want from him? He's a bargain for you then. That depends on how he plays after the transfer,
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
not before the transfer. You
Yeah.
can pay
I
100
think he
million and
started
get
off shaky.
someone sort
Yeah.
of a
I think
Nalla player.
he started off shaky, but he, he will get there. It's just that Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, United, we don't have the luxury of getting there. We have to be there already.
Yeah.
Every season the expectation is top four, top two, Champions League run. The
Hmm.
expectations stay the same. It doesn't matter what the price of the players are. Like you're just giving Chouamani's example. We're not like, how do you call it? We're not grilling Chouamani, but we're just giving an example of when you pay that kind of money, if you don't hit the ground running, like even though Anthony scored on debut against Arsenal, we beat Arsenal who were
Hmm.
undefeated at the time. Still after that, he got the Beyblade, this, that, and like even after, who wouldn't want to score against Arsenal on debut if you're a Manchester United player? Still, he
Hmm.
got bantered after that. It's like we start only at that level of if you fall,
Yeah.
they're all going to jump on you. Simple.
Hmm.
So that's what I mean by that the
But
Chouamani
for
thing.
me,
It's not that I don't
Anthony,
like him. It's not like I don't like him or anything. It is just the when you spend that money, you have to go basically.
like Anthony for 100 million मेरे हिसाब से वो ठीक ठाक if you can like he's a youngster ठीक है अब हर एक youngster के लिए you have certain set of money going in if, either it will be 80 million if he is under 21 or 23 you'll not get him for 50 million you'll have to pay him 80 million or above if he's good enough if he's playing in a good
So
league
so what
playing at a
happens
good
now?
club
There is a little confusion. I'll just clarify something.
yeah
At least because we are PL supporters. So there is actually only 100 million player in the Premier League.
Haaland
So no, Grealish. Because he's actually
oh
spent
yeah
100 million. He's spent 100 million pounds, which actually becomes more than 100 if you convert it into euros. So everyone does 100 million for Chouameni, but technically it's in euros. So it's actually not that high, if that makes sense. It's
Mhm.
about 85. So it's like around Anthony would go for 100 too if it was in euros, if you do the conversion.
Mm.
Same price as Chouameni. So that's the thing. I feel that 100 pound, million pound euro price tag is also, put on his head, but he's actually not worth that much. It's like, it's inflated because of the euro. And I don't know. See, that's a small thing, obviously. I think my point is still the same as if you spend a lot of money, it would be better to spend it on players that, are ready to go hit the ground running.
True.
That's it really. But like Turing said, some players teams do pay for potential for sure.
Ah,
Modric is one of
sure.
them. 85 million pounds over 8 years, 10 million a year, paid to Shakhtar or whatever the deal breakup is. So that is obviously paid for potential. I don't know how Liverpool getting counter attacked by leading 2-0
Hmm.
last week. Yeah,
Hey, that's Real Madrid for you.
yeah, fair
They
enough.
are
And
UCL. They are when they are in the UCL, you just can't blink.
can't. It's a tough spot for everybody for sure. I agree completely. So I'll just give you my lineup and then we'll do the scores and
Yeah, yeah.
then we'll let Jatin go back to his family. We've taken enough of his time for today. Shaw, De Gea, Varane, Martinez, right back. I'm not sure. I'm going to say he's going to go back with Van Bissaka just for
Hmm.
rotation purposes. We can afford it. Casemiro, you know what? I'm very
Go
nervous
on.
to say. I don't want to say it, but I'm very nervous. Casemiro and
McTominay.
Sabitzer,
Hey,
and I
Sabitzer
don't
is a
know how
good fit, yeah, with
I don't
Casemiro.
know how they're going to play together, but because they haven't played together yet, that's what's worrying me. because Casemiro got his red card before Sabitzer came in.
You know
That's why
what? You know
Sabitzer.
what? Sabitzer has played with someone with the same profile of Casemiro in Bayern, and it's Goretzka. So
Yeah,
it can be a bit easier for him,
it could. They
but
could
the
gel.
chemistry
We
differs.
have not seen it. Yeah, we have not.
But
They
the
have not even played a game together, so
yeah.
that makes me a little nervous. I don't know if he's willing to, experiment with this game on that.
Mhm.
Bruno, Sancho, Rashford, Weghorst. And I think
Mhm.
Bruno goes to the right, Sancho plays at 10,
Mhm.
or and I think or Sancho plays forward. They'll do something like they did in the second half against Leicester, where they change the
Mhm.
four, I think, in the second half, or where they play positionally. And I
Yeah,
think we'll edge it out 1-0. I think 1, yeah. Could be more, but quite honestly, I think it's going to be a very tight, very nerve-wracking game. So could be very tight.
very tough.
Uh,
But I hope so. We win. Fingers crossed.
yeah, listen, man, listen.
At
It's
Old
all to
Trafford.
play for. Huh? It's all to play for. It's
Yeah.
2-2. It's like a brand new fixture. Anything can happen, man. A3, welcome to the channel. Yeah, I have a bad feeling for United tomorrow. A3, join me for tomorrow's watch along. We can both be
Bro,
sat
what
together.
the hell? You're bad feeling for United? Matlab, yeah,
Yeah, but
you are the
we have not had the
favorites
best.
right now.
But
Going
think
into the
about it.
Old
We have not had
Trafford.
the best of luck, no? We have not had the best of luck. If Lisandro,
अरे but
why
जिस
are
तरीके से Eric Ten Hag is Eric Ten Hag is balling right now, and you
yeah,
have
but
the
you get
support of
nervous,
Old
yeah.
Trafford.
You get
So,
nervous. Because what happened at Leeds? First minute, Gnonto scores at Old Trafford. It's like you get nervous. Yeah. We thought we were going to batter
they,
them. We battered them in
that's a
the end.
Premier League game, yeah.
Yeah, also it's a very big rivalry. Leeds is a very big rivalry for us.
But that's a Premier League game. Okay, we just can't compare it to the European games. There's
Yeah,
a
it's
different
true.
atmosphere
But I
altogether.
guess A3 is basically, dude, quite honestly, if I wasn't thinking about what happened 12 months ago with this team, no, even I would be nervous. I feel like whatever we do this season is a bonus from where we started, the season. So it's like a bonus. Yeah, if Barcelona take a lead, it'll be difficult to break Barca's
Bhai,
defense.
if Barcelona takes a lead, I think it would be easier for United to play on counter because if Barcelona takes the lead, Barcelona does not sit back. They take the momentum. Okay, एक मार लिया दूसरा मार लिया तीसरा मार लिया. They are on the momentum, like to score goals. मारो 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 मारो. United can hit on counter then. Okay, they are not like Real Madrid कि तुम मार के बैठ जाओ. That वो Xavi की philosophy set philosophy. I don't know what, because if I would have been the coach, मारो बैठ जाओ भाई. I don't care. 1-0 is 1-0. That's it. I just want to get uh 3 points or this match out. That's it.
Lavanya, there's nothing you can do. There's only the next game to look forward to. Simple. Lavanya is a Liverpool fan. Barca United XG is
Oh.
decent XGs. So, are you going with a final prediction, or making a proper prediction?
See, going into this match,
Hmm.
feeling very nervous. No Pedri, no Gavi, no creativity as such, except Rafinha.
Maybe Busquets will be
Dembele,
like Casemiro tomorrow, dude, and start.
if Busquets is ready now for tomorrow's game, I'll be the happiest person alive on
But
this.
like, but like,
After
how does he run? But like, he has to get like a cycle to cover the pitch, or
भागने की
50
जरूरत
pace.
नहीं है यार. मतलब, it's like कि Frankie De Jong is the one who is running on his behalf. He's the shield to Busquets. Busquets is the last wall. There are three layers to it. Like there are for Pedri, Gavi, okay. Then there is Frankie De Jong, and then there is Busquets. So you need to get through Pedri, Gavi, then Frankie De Jong, and then Busquets, and then you have Christensen
My
and
dream
Araujo.
scenario, my dream
Yeah,
scenario is Rashford and Sergio Busquets one on one, the halfway line.
that's not gonna happen. If अगर ऐसा होता है, so
I would love
there'll
that.
be Balde or Christensen waiting for Rashford behind Busquets, just behind Busquets. If you have seen Barcelona matches, if Busquets के पास एक बंदा भाग के आ रहा है, there'll be someone behind him, not just behind him, but if wait a second, I'll show you. This is Busquets, okay. If someone is coming from the front, there's one man behind here, okay. This one or this one here. just waiting for that person to go in. If he turns around Busquets, he's the one who's taking in. And the first leg, when
Well,
you saw that Rashford in behind runs, that was because Marcus Alonso की game reading is not is क्या क्या game reading है उसकी
sorry, yeah,
भाई.
sorry, I disagree with you. He's fantastic. He's great. Sorry.
No, 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 no. He just messed up
He's a
because
well-rounded defender. He's a well-rounded defender.
the,
Barcelona level defender. World class. He's the best left back I've seen since Jordi Alba. If Jordi Alba has never played in Barcelona, he's the best dude. Like he can play everywhere.
he just
Center back,
messed
left
up.
back,
No,
goalkeeper, CDM. You play
भाई
everywhere you
कुंडे
want, dude. Left wing.
पब्लिक कुंडे को गाली दे रही है बिकॉज ऑफ मार्कस अलोंसो में व्हाट द हेल भाई बिकॉज ऑफ हिम उसको अवेयरनेस नहीं है कौन है पीछे क्या चल रहा है पीछे. या पैट्रिक कुंडे without any reason. Kunde didn't have any option to go, yaar. मतलब you have Rashford in front of you. How can you just go in there? Because Bruno Fernandes is the one who will take it in behind. And that's it. You need one ball. Bruno Fernandes is there. And Rashford की pace तो है ही. So Marcus Alonso is Marcus Alonso. How can he catch up to Marcus Rashford?
Sometimes maybe we think he's slow. Maybe he's just giving people a chance. He's a nice
he
guy, dude.
he is the Messiah.
So what is your prediction at the end?
Uh, 2-1 Barcelona. Narrow win. A
One.
narrow win.
All right. Cool. Are you doing a watch along for tomorrow?
No, 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 no. I'll not do watch along. Either I'll देखते देखते सो जाऊंगा या तो I'll watch the full match.
If you want, I'll send you a link. You can join me if you
हाँ
want.
हाँ I'll try Nitin because
No,
यहाँ
no,
पर
whatever. You
you know
let me. No problem. You let me know if
I'm
it's
not at
possible.
home right now so यहाँ पर
Yeah,
जल्दी
yeah, of course,
सब सो जाते थे.
of course, yeah. So you let me know that, bro. I hope we don't lose tomorrow. I don't want to lose when I'm at home. So Anupam's going to watch the match tomorrow. So what he does is he sends me stories about him sitting in the stands to make me jealous while I'm sitting here behind the computer.
You watch on Sony Live?
I watch on 10 to 10 to I
हाँ
watch.
that's great. पर Sony Live यहाँ पे shit.
Yeah, but Anupam is at the ground, so he's ahead of us all, so he spoils it for
Just
us.
gamble ना जन्नत वाला scene. क्या हो रहा है?
So 2-1 to you, 1-0 to me. Any
Yeah.
closing comments? Any closing
See
statements?
whatever happens. If any of the teams goes out, it's a blessing in disguise for them to focus on the league or on the domestic competitions. See, whatever it is, at the end of the season, we are going into the Champions League. Either it is Barcelona, either it is Manchester United. So we'll play in Champions League next season. It's a win-win situation. Okay. I hope we face each other in the group stages in the next Champions League season. But
Dude, if we face each other in the group stage, no, this Europa thing is rigged, dude. It's rigged.
rigged. It is rigged
100% is
already.
rigged.
Already it is rigged.
Arey, you should
You
see my
can.
reaction. Yeah, my reaction of the I was doing the live. I was doing the live of the draw. I
Mm.
saw the back of the paper saying MUN. No, I was like, what is this? Yeah, I was like, really? I couldn't believe it. Yeah, my face. I was like, don't be bastard, don't be bastard. What is Barcelona
Barcelona.
support? Yeah. I was like, what is this shit? Yeah, like really. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Jatin, for joining us as well. If you want,
No,
we
no
can do a
problem.
post-match review if you don't mind getting
Ah,
bantered,
post
because
match.
people will come here
No,
for
no, no.
that.
Oh, okay. I don't
No,
mind getting bantered.
see,
If
I
I'll.
will anyway get it. So I'll anyway get it now because the next live I do, I'll get it. But if
Ah,
we win and we do a review, no, you're only going to get it. I'm going to get if I don't
okay.
get it that day, no, I'm going to get it in 3 days. On Sunday, I'll get it.
I'm
Uh,
in
guys, do
for a post
subscribe
match.
to Insane Football Talks. His channel is in the heading there. It's already added. Do get him to 3K coming soon. Get me to 500. We're coming soon.
500 कराओ भाई पहले फटाफट.
Yeah, man, let's go. We are hopefully 1,000 by the end of the not season, obviously, by the end of the year, hopefully. My prediction is 1-0 to United, goal in the last 10 minutes. I hope for United versus Madrid Super Cup final A3. Do join me. Do join me for the game tomorrow if you're free, as for the
भाई
watch along.
बहुत चलांग पर यार यार
Iron
लेट्स
is
गो
reserved for you guys, Jatin. And Sanjeev, who is a
भा भाई
Barcelona fan, who's a
Bayern
subscriber.
तो is
He's a subscriber who's a Barcelona fan. He always joins in. Big up to him. And also
Bayern तो is an
on
eternal group stage member of Barcelona.
he personally prefers a Bobby Charlton stand. It's the closest view to TV view. Okay, so the middle. If for people who don't know, that's a Bobby Charlton stands in the middle. One side's Bobby Charlton, one side's Sir Alex Ferguson stand. Guys, do like, share, and subscribe to both our channels. Again, big up to Jatin. You're Turing saying big up, Jatin. Nice discussion. Thank you very much, Turing. Many more, hopefully,
Thank you
soon.
very much. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Jatin, for coming along.
Hopefully, after this leg of Europa League, I'll release a podcast with Nathan on Spotify.
Yeah,
So
let's do it. Yeah, we were supposed to do that, of course,
yeah,
and that didn't happen even. So we'll do that also coming up soon. In the meantime, guys, I will be live in a few hours. I might be doing the Man City game, so I'll see
again,
you there.
again,
Doesn't stop, yeah. When you're a small channel, I have the setup, yeah, so I have to do it. And also, people
yeah.
come and tag along. Yeah, it's a good way to pass time. I'm not doing it on my own, so it's
But
great.
City, but City,
Yeah, because what is the other game? Yeah, the other game's crap. And also, if City lose, I can celebrate. Na,
City
is
वाला
a
भी तो
double.
scrap.
No, but what I'm trying to say, if City lose, then at least I can celebrate. Now the other game is like who wins, who loses, who cares? Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
We are not even in the cup, no. So anyone wins doesn't happen. Anything, nothing happens for us. Whoever wins. So at least if City lose, we can celebrate. What else? Arnab saying, please frame that jersey, dude. You should actually frame that jersey. You
हाँ,
really
I'll
should
I'll frame
actually.
भाई. I'll frame. I need a new one.
Look at this. Look
I'll
at this
take a
conspiracy theory. You've seen this conspiracy theory? Bayern is
which
coming
one
second,
Bayern is
so that
coming.
Barca and Bayern are the
Yeah,
same. Oh my God!
that's a
If that
good
happens,
conspiracy theory for
sad,
आसमानी खेला. That's a good conspiracy theory.
sad. Anyway, guys,
That's a
thank you so
brilliant thought.
much. And Jatin, just hold back for a few minutes, and I
Yeah, yeah,
just want to ask you something, and then we'll be done. Guys, thank you. I will see you in a couple of hours. If you are wanting to watch the match, much like Jatin said, no one's interested in these matches. But if you do want to join, I
yeah.
will be live in 2 hours. I'll see you there. Take care, guys. Good night, and do subscribe to both our channels, obviously. And thank you for the support today. And
Bye दोस्तों.
I will see you in 2 hours, or I'll see you for the big game tomorrow. Thank you. Good
Wow.
night.
Bye. Good night.